3, 2. And we are live.
Hey, yo. Welcome to the wonderful world of Hungry Heath. I'm not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. One thing I love more than cooking is my wife, the sensational Shelly Eats Steak, a.k.a. The Warden. Together, we host what's called the Friday Night Feast. This happens every Friday night, 6:30 Central. We'll cook up an entree, maybe a couple of snacks. We'll show you how we do it, and we spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde. We hope you can tune in sometime. We'd love to have you over for dinner. Speaking of food, we were running a little bit late. I was trying to get our lunch set up for us, and it wasn't quite hot enough. We bought a little ready-made barbacoa meal.
From Kroger, y'all.
I thought it was H-E-B. It looked like one of their markdown stickers. Oh, you're right, because no, the stickers were wrong. My bad. Yeah. Anyways, so we just nuked it. That's what you hear in the background, the microwave. Beep, beep. I just did it again. So I'm going to go run, grab hers, and go throw mine in because it's still a little cold.
Yeah. Do you like your food hot and fresh, or are you okay if it's just like, warm room temperature? And it looks like for some reason the restream doesn't show all of the chats, but don't worry. I got some comments already seen here.
Oh, whoops.
Ooh. No, you're good. How is everyone doing this fine Sunday?
And of course, while I'm up, I gotta blow my nose. Come on, Delilah, go get on the couch. You're okay. You have the whole couch to yourself.
Still not hot. Still just warm.
You want it again?
Probably. Probably another 30 seconds.
Like our old microwave had a tray in the center, so you can do several things at once.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have that, though.
So, yeah, we were thinking we were going to have some keto chow pancakes. And then when I was at Kroger, I have to look at everything in case there's something like marked down really well. And I saw the barbacoa is normally $10.99 and it was marked down to $3.85. And I was like, ooh, that would be a perfect lunch for Heath and I.
Yeah.
So the first time it was clean ingredients. You can on the Warden Report this week, I show all of that. So you definitely look at that and see the ingredients and everything. Again, I found it at Kroger. So I was pretty excited about that. The other thing I've noticed at Kroger, tell me if anybody else has, is like, for example, I saw this with the barbacoa. I got the one that was marked down to $3.85, but some of the other ones were like $4.84 or something. And then I was looking at some marked down guacamole cups. One package was $2.27. The other packages were all marked $3.35.
That's weird. They're all the same weight?
Yeah, it's all the same brand and everything. That's why I'm like, well, how do they determine which one they marked down and why? Does anybody know? Because I was just like, that seems a little weird.
Ooh, I see it steaming, so maybe this will be good enough.
Oh, yeah, that looks better. Thank you, babe.
And then we sprinkled a little mozzarella and sliced the jalapeno through on it.
Yeah, and some sour cream.
Oh, yeah, that too. Okay, my turn.
So how is everyone doing this fine day? What are your plans for the week? I'm curious if you're someone who gets trick-or-treaters, and if you are, what are you handing out to them this week? Yesterday when I went to Sam's, I got the bag of candy that I'm handing out on Thursday to all the trick-or-treaters.
We were talking about that this morning in Dustin's live, Keto Simple. And I told them, I said, man, it's just too expensive. A lot of people mention buying toys and whatnot. I'm like, well, that sounds great and all, but that's only geared for one select age group, really. If you get like teenagers and whatnot, what are they going to do with Play-Doh?
Right, because I was looking, I think it was Aldi had like a big package, or maybe it was Sam's. Somebody had like 50 little Play-Dohs. that you can hand out, and it was only $12, which isn't bad if you generally only get like maybe 100 trick-or-treaters. But one of my Halloween groups, there were some people saying they get 1,000 trick-or-treaters. So I don't know who's going to be handing out that kind of, money and everything. But anyways, and then I was telling Heath, I said, well, maybe we get that. And he's like, yeah, but that's only going to be for certain age groups. What about all the older ones? Then they're going to be like, well, that's kind of a
chip.
Yeah.
That's how you get your house TP'd.
Right. And not just teenagers. Like I'm thinking Play-Doh, like even
6 and 7-year-olds don't want that.
Well, I was going to say more like 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't see them like, oh, I got to have Play-Doh.
Even as a kid, I never played with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every year I know as a child, you dreaming or, you're really wishing and hoping for the day so you can get all that candy. Well, I'm going to let them little kids down, I'm not putting my agenda on them. That's on their parents.
Right, exactly.
And then the parents, when they're letting them go trick-or-treating, they know what they're getting into. So
well, and
it's on them anyway. So
well, a lot of them, what they'll do is they'll say, okay, you pick out like X number of pieces you want, and the rest they donate to like soldiers.
Right. I'm saying those.
And do things like that, which I think that's nice because really the fun of it is going out and trick-or-treating. And then the kids are like, okay, I don't need all this stuff I really don't care for and just eating it because I got it.
Right.
They're like, okay, well, pick out the pieces you really like. I think that's a better approach to doing it since, a lot of kids are still going to eat the candy anyways.
Right.
Well, if they're just going to pick out their favorites, then it's also showing them, that, hey, you can limit yourself.
I love those comedians though, too. Like they're like grandma, grandpa, whatever, or aunt, uncle. They send the kids back home with all the candy, or the toys that make the noise.
Right. So share with everyone. They won't get to reading comments, but share with everyone, how's your MS, your DDPY, all of that. How's it going?
Well, DDPY, I've just started a new session with it. I finished off the 16-week course. Was it 16 weeks? Yeah. Whatever it was. I finished that off last week. Started a new one on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Work's going fine. It's the same old, same old. I mean, it's like I keep saying, I feel like a broken record, but no news is good news, I feel like. The only bad news I really had this week, I didn't notice it until, what was it? I'll tell you, Friday or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I forgot to take my medication on Thursday. But the good news about that, though, is I still feel fine. It didn't really affect me like I was worried it would.
So tell everybody, when you noticed that you never took your Thursday medication, what did you do?
Just said a little complaint to myself. I was mad at myself, got on to myself, and then I just put it to the side. I left it in that little slot, and I'll tell you this Thursday.
So what do you mean you left it? So you didn't take it?
I didn't double up. I didn't take a double dose on Friday. I just kept going.
Why?
The last time I did that, I asked Dr. Barry about it, and that's what he told me, and he advised. He goes, your medications you're on, he goes, it's not a good idea to double up on it. I mean, the only thing really that could be detrimental, honestly, would be my Aubagio, my MS meds. Because the other thing I take is just the magnesium and the liver, and the other one too, the D3.
They're supplements.
Yeah, supplements. So the only one I really need to take every day is is the prescription, and that's the one I skipped. But like I said, I didn't do a double dose on Friday. I just kept moving on.
Okay. And how about you? So you said you had to. You're on another program. So explain to those who are new. We might have a few new people here watching. I noticed our numbers have gone up the last couple days. So explain to them what DDPY is and what you mean by starting a new program.
DDP is a professional wrestler. I'm a huge wrestling nerd. I grew up watching it, still love it, still real to me. Well, he started his own program. He called it not your mama's yoga, but it's Diamond Dallas Page yoga. And I'm doing his protocol, his little exercises. And I think it's a 16-week program. Isn't it?
It depends on which program.
I don't remember how long it is. All I know is I started another. I'm redoing the last one again just because I feel better doing that one. I feel more comfortable. My balance and everything I need to do the rest of them is just not where it needs to be. So I'm just repeating it.
Okay. And so when you say repeating, what is the program?
It's called Stand Strong. Because when I started it, I was having really, really bad problems. I was having a really bad doses of what they call drop foot. First, it started working on my left foot. I had that twice, and then the other time it affected my right foot, which really, really bothered me because I wasn't able to drive. That's the gas pedal. I couldn't feel and regulate and everything like that away. So he has his thing is set up where you could, even if you're bedridden, he has exercises you can do to help yourself. And at the beginning too, I was really, really bad. It was even using a walker to get around. But by following his protocols, his little program and everything, I went from the walker to using a cane to now I can walk around regular. Now, when I go to the store or sometime we go to events, it does get a little tricky for me. But at the store, I just end up using the shopping cart as my walker. But I just can't do a whole lot at once.
Yeah.
But it is really, really helped me.
Here, let me give you the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, sorry.
Well, that'll be perfect. Save that and we'll use it for trash. I'm going to go do stuff in a minute.
Oh, that was good, y'all.
It really was. But is it worth $10 paying full price for it, though?
Oh, I would never pay full price. I don't like to pay full price, honestly, for anything.
I was bragging on her the other day.
Oh?
Talking about how she'll use a coupon on a coupon if she has to. Or she's able to.
Well, that's what I did. Like, for example, the Kroger bacon, the 1 pound packages of Kroger bacon are on sale for $3.99. And in the app, I had an 80-cent off coupon. So I used a coupon on a coupon. So normally the bacon's like $5.99. So it's already marked down. So I only paid $3.19 for the pound of bacon, which, I mean, honestly, isn't my favorite price. I like when I can get it for under $3 a pound. But, it worked out. And then another one was often I'll get the Kroger meat coupon where you get, I forget, so much off of their meat logs.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always wait till those are on sale, which they are again, but I've already used the coupon this month.
Or, I'm not on a coupon, but the kombucha at HEB this morning, remember?
Yeah, it was $1 off if you buy 3 of them. So instead of them being $1.50 each, you only paid $1.17 each.
And it works out too because that's my favorite one because it's the pineapple. I love tropical fruit.
Yeah. All right, let's read a few comments because I saw also a couple of pictures come in. Let's see. 22Q Cat said week 200. Woohoo! Week 200 of getting better with stupid MS and sharing your story and food to help others. Oh, and to entertain us. Ha ha. Right. That's a 22Q Cat. Hey, 22Q Cat. And then Laura S is here and she said, congratulations, number 200. Happy to be here for it.
Thank you.
And then Terry B, hey, said number 200. Way to go, Heath.
But see, I'm kind of having misgivings about that. Thank y'all. But I'm just sad that it has to come to this, that I even have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And sorry, those first few comments were not on the restream. But now bring up the rest are. So Barely Begun, hey, Coda is here and said, happy 200, Lord Heath. Aww. Bows grandly. Ooh.
Aww, thank you.
That's nice. And then Coda also said, just popped a gigantic dish of meat lasagna in the oven. Put it on a cookie sheet because I'm 99% it'll bubble over. Right? It's always going to do that. Now that you put the cookie sheet, It probably won't.
Better safe than sorry.
But if you had, it for sure would, right? Isn't that how it works?
That's why you'll hear us bickering all the time about it. That's why I always use a bowl that's too big, she says. But that's why, to make sure I don't make a mess. Or to lessen the chances.
You're very,
I'm very active.
Yes, very active. It came in a little baggie, a little pouch.
I dripped.
And he had to then cut it open after it's hot, right? And he had to cut it open and then pour it in here. And when he did that, I was like, oh, it's a miracle if most of it makes it in there. And most of it, you were really good. You got most of it in there. It still splashed a little, but I thought, well, kudos. You did really well with that, because I don't know if I could have done it as well as you did.
In case y'all are wondering how I eat mine, she just ate the straight out of the thing.
Yeah,
I
just a bowl
mine
for me.
over a sweet potato. I had and added some cheese and sour cream and a sliced jalapeno.
Well, we went last night to Saltgrass. I had a $25 reward because I'll tell you, it's all in the warden report. So we go to Saltgrass, and what we ordered is we got the sweet potato, but with the baked potato toppings, y'all.
That was awesome.
And, normally I'll make up my own butter and swerve and some pecans and mix that together and bring that and kind of have it on a sweet. But man, with the baked potato toppings, that was real. I was like, this is way better than with the regular potato. It was so creamy, and the cheese and the green onions in it. It was a really good combination.
And I told her, I said, look, because usually when we do that, we'll take a container of all that stuff to add to it, and then we'll bring the container home, wash it, and all that. I said, look, this way we don't have to bring anything with us.
Right.
And they'll give us all of that. Because the reason why we went last night, honestly, it was twofold.
Well, I did talk about it, but okay.
Well, we had to go to the store, and that's a close at 25. I guess there's a bone I'm getting at.
Oh.
They run prime ribs every Friday and Saturday.
And it's first come, first serve.
Yeah, luckily they still have some.
Yeah, so we got the prime rib, y'all.
It was way good.
It was really good, but so freaking filling. I was like, oh my gosh. We were so full. I also got a big package of those keto ice cream bars at Sam's. And he was talking before, and then we'll come home. We'll have our dessert. Nope. We were both like, don't even feel like the ice cream.
No.
And I was like, that's pretty good of us that we were just so full of that prime rib. Neither one of us could even finish the sweet potato. Right. We were like, oh my gosh, too much. Tweet to Q-Cat said, picky pants here. Oh. What's hot food? Really hot, and cold food? Really cold.
Right.
Right. That's how I would like it, but I don't always get it that way.
She's actually saying she wants it at the appropriate temperature.
Okay, yeah. When it's at home, I'm I accept that, especially y'all see us on Friday nights. I don't often get to eat when it's piping hot, which is what I prefer. But if we go out to dinner, it dang sure better be hot. I better see some smoke coming off when it's coming to my table.
Right.
Rickwood's here. Hey, Joe said hello. Happy Sunday, Horde.
Howdy.
What's going on? And I see Sharon's here, and she said, lost track of time. Hello, all. Well, I'm so glad you're here. I know we lost track of time, too. I can't believe, how fast this weekend's already going, y'all.
Right. I'm sorry we're a little late.
Rickwood said, need to post on Facebook, but busy day. I made milk kefir cheese. Ooh, that's so good.
That is.
The first time I added in Italian seasoning.
Oh, that
sounds sounds delicious. Yes, please post in the group. I want to see that. And she said, this time I took the milk kefir cheese and added a can of pumpkin pie spice, and some monk fruit. It made a more desserty fall dip. Ooh, that sounds really freaking good, Rickwood. Please share. I want to see this. Oh my gosh, that sounds good. Well, we've got a busy day planned too, because we're making. We'll see how much. I know for sure one person is getting angry Texas spice because I got some chocolate habaneros. So we're making that right now. We also had an order for our regular 5-spice and our MCT. And somebody local, whenever we had a garage sale, I put samples out. And
gave him my business card.
Yeah, and the guy like contacted him on Instagram and was like, I hope this is the right person. Like, I just love your stuff and I'd like to order it. How do I do that? So he's coming, I think, Tuesday to pick it up.
Yeah.
And so we got to make the MCT, which was awesome because yesterday our MCT also has scorpion peppers. And so I got some fresh Trinidad yesterday. So we are super excited to get that going. And it should make enough where we'll have, some other fresh bottles in case anybody else is interested. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the angry using the chocolate hob. So the Heath is going to get on here.
To watch me doing that while we chat with y'all.
So he's going to start making this angry with the chocolate habaneros. Oh, so excited. And then the Trinidads, that'll be really good. And I already have the ghost peppers. So in our MCT, I use both ghost peppers and Trinidad scorpions. And right now, the ghost peppers I get from a spice company, and they're like dehydrated. So I'm reconstituting the ghost peppers. My Trinidads are fresh. So then I'll be working on that this afternoon. And I'm really excited about it, y'all. And then, so then we just get that together. And of course, this house needs to be cleaned again because the dogs like to shed everywhere.
Yes. If we don't clean it, we'll end up with another dog just from their.
I almost end up with a mini. Okay, those are going to be for the MCT. So I don't know. If all I need is the tops pulled off. So
I got an idea for that. Then I use this. We have all these.
TQ Cat said, "Well, gone are the days you can make treats to hand out. Back in the day, people would give out handmade popcorn balls, cookies, etc. That was awesome. We also invited." In their homes, not today.
Nope.
Right. I would be scared to go inside some of these people's homes. But I because I like to watch, all the different Halloween type stuff. And there's this one channel, and I honestly forget the name, but she likes to do everything that's like I guess Pioneer Days. But anyway, so she was finding recipes for classic Halloween treats from back in the day, and she made a popcorn ball. Now, the first recipe of popcorn balls didn't have
popcorn.
No, it had popcorn, but it didn't have the corn syrup.
Of course.
And she said all the most recent all have corn syrup, so she wanted to find like original that didn't. But when she tried making it was a complete fail. Like the popcorn just would not stick together. Yeah, that's perfect. But then when she did it she finally caved and said, okay, I'm going to do it with corn syrup. And it actually came together. But then when she tried it, like with her mom, she had her mom on there. And her mom's like, yeah, it reminds me of the ones I got when I was young. She goes, but yeah, they're really not that tasty. She was like, that was a lot of work for something that's just like meh.
Disappointment.
Right.
Oh, I always hated that.
Right. And I forget, she made a couple of other things too. Oh, she did her hand at the dipped or caramelized apples. But some of the mistakes she made with the caramelized apple, like she wanted to put nuts on the outside. Well, she dipped it in the candy and then she put it to the side. And then she was like later, well, the nuts and stuff wasn't sticking. And I'm like, yeah, girl, you got to do it right away. And she's like, so I realized I have to do those first. Like I have to coat it in the syrup and then roll it in the candy or the nuts or whatever you want on it. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how it works. So, oh, well, they try, right? Sharon said, I always welcome noisy toys for my kiddo. I can keep track of what he was doing out of sight.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's true, right? Then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know where he's at. Oh, you got a question. Terry B said, question. Heath, why do you think you missed your Thursday dose?
Because I'm not right in the head. And okay, for forever, I have a little desk in front of the couch with my laptop on it, okay? And then I have a cord going from there to the TV. So we watch TV that way, watch everything online. Well, right behind the laptop is my little pill tray. Show them the green one there. I got a little bigger one. It's over there now. It's like one of these to style, but it's a little bigger. I got it from the dollar store. It actually works out better because I don't have to fight with it to put all the stuff in there. Mm-hmm. So for years, I've just kept it on there and go there every morning. I go check on the check whatever on the internet, grab my pills and take them. For some reason, I've been leaving them over there on that shelf. You just grab that one from, and that's what threw it off. Seriously, that's the only thing I can think of. The reason why.
Yeah, but why did you decide to put it on this shelf?
Because I don't because I usually sit right here and eat my breakfast and sit on this computer and watch whatever. So I don't really sit in the living room in the morning anymore. I'm already here. I'm already set up. So just let it ride right here. And I changed my normal routine, and that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
It's self-sabotage.
And
it's out of sight.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna tell on you in a second here. Fine. So he puts it here. Well, he's never gonna see it because his vision doesn't go here.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
And so he got on to me the other day because he pulled bacon out. I forget what we wanted the bacon in now, but anyways,
we're gonna do bacon burgers.
Bacon cheeseburgers. But he put the bacon in the garage fridge, and we have like a little laminated box type deal. So that way, if anything that we're thawing drips, then it goes into that, not all over I would just cut in half.
That's what I'm going to do.
And that's a chocolate habanero, y'all.
Look how big it is. Look.
Oh, so good. And so
this is what makes it angry.
So anyways, when I went to make the burgers, all the other burger stuff is in the house, in this refrigerator. And that's a Trinidad scorpion. So Trinidad is 3 times the Scoville of a chocolate habanero. But anyways, so I didn't use the bacon. And he was getting on to me. And I was like,
oh, wow. You smell that.
Yeah. I was like, you are in no position to get on to me for not seeing something in the outside fridge.
You know what? You have to share everything.
Like, you literally had your medicine that's very important, not a foot away from you, and you totally missed it. But you're going to get on to me about bacon.
You're missing the point, though. Bacon is more important.
Oh, I don't think so, than your medication. Okay. Then she said, did your schedule or habit change? So you did answer that. And she asked, do you have a set time that you take your medications?
No, but I did notice for a while there, I was filling the trays on camera for y'all every week. And I noticed I was feeling a little wonky because during the week, I don't wait that long to take my pills. I take them usually first thing in the morning, shortly after I eat breakfast.
Oh, so you do have a schedule.
So that's why, so I went back to, I'm making sure now. That's why I don't ever do it on camera for y'all anymore. Because I'm already taking the pills. I already filled them up this morning and took them. Because I take them first thing in the morning. It's shortly after I eat breakfast. I just find it actually, I don't know if it's supposed to or not, but I find it works better for me if I take the pills on a full stomach.
Well, and it probably helps out with some of the supplements, when you have a fatty meal, that it probably your body absorbs them a little better. 22Q Cat said she's never tried the Porky Good pork rinds at all. Can you believe that? I'm way behind the times. Wow.
Well, I bet you the reason why you haven't, because it wasn't until recently that they were in stores. Mm-hmm. And I think only store they're in right now
is Walmart.
Right? And Sam's, which is still Walmart.
Yeah, so you always had to order. And I know the last time we ordered, we did it on like Black Friday because they had like and I think they did it last year as well, but you spin a wheel and you get a certain percentage off. But we kind of cheated because other people were spinning wheels. Like I spun and only got like 20%. But another friend of ours in the horde got a 40%, and she shared the code with me, and it worked.
Don't share it. Don't tell them all of our
I don't know if it still works. It's been a couple years since we've done that, right? But Yeah, now that they're in Walmart, you can just try a bag from Walmart. I'm going to tell you, and I know how you are, Lynn, we're cheap. So, yes, I feel like Porky Good, he definitely likes them better because they actually have chip size. Whereas sometimes the bag we get, which is the cheapest I have found at HEB when they have them on sale, but you get a lot of little ones.
Even when they're not on sale,
they're still cheaper.
They're still less than $2 a piece. But when they do go on sale, it's when we load up on them. Because when she's saying little pieces, I call them knuckles. It'll actually, the whole thing will look like that. It'll be all curled up and everything.
Yeah.
And the only way to eat them, in my mind, if you want sauce or whatever, you pour in a bowl and pour the sauce over the top.
Terry B said your picture of KPOT looked delicious.
It was.
There is one close in Webster. I'm going to try out soon.
Oh, in Webster. Wow, okay.
Well, that's good to know if we're ever on that part of town.
Because I used to live over there right off of Bay Area Boulevard and 45.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, we really enjoyed it. So the KPOT we went to is near Willowbrook area, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was right around the corner from Willowbrook Mall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
but here's my tip, Terry. I would either go with the barbecue or the soup. It's really hard to do both, except if you're like, I fasted all day when we did that. But otherwise, yeah, it's a lot. So I would go with one or the other. If Sharon and Maitreya are still here, and Shauna, share with us what y'all do. We did the combo, which it's only $5 more. Doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot of food, and you have to finish your food, or they might charge you $20.
And Coda commented on it too. He's like, "Yeah, he would have just waited to go with Maitreya and them." I said,
Right?
"Yeah." I replied back to him. I said, "Yeah, I couldn't wait." So
I know we are so impatient.
I said, "But I am looking forward to going with them."
Oh, I know.
In fact, when we got there, I sent a message to them and asked them if that's the same spot.
Yeah.
We even talked to our waiter, and I was like, "Yeah, we're going to the one." He goes, "What? They have them up there too?"
Yeah.
You know, they're.
He didn't even know, and I was like, "I think you're a nationwide chain." He was like, "Oh."
And honestly, y'all, that's the first time I've ever been to one of those type of places. Like, I didn't even know the one in Webster was there.
So it's fun, and I enjoyed it. Supposedly they have butter. I guess you have to ask for butter to cook the meat on the barbecue.
Oh, okay.
I just got the hot oil off of the sauce bar because I love that stuff, and I know it's crappy oils, but that spiciness is so good, and that's what we cooked a lot of it in. But they say they have butter, so ask for that. It was good doing both, but it was just a lot of food, and I said next time, because that is like half the price of going to a Brazilian.
And it's just as full.
Yeah, it's still all you can eat and seafood. So I would just do the barbecue, and then that saves $5. So for us, a total of $10 is saved, which is, that's most of a tip that you would leave. And then
and I'm not that big of soup fan anyway, so that works.
Yeah, he doesn't care for the soups. I love that Szechuan though. That Szechuan, oh my gosh, my mouth was tingling afterwards. I was so happy. But it's like, yeah. So next time we were like, we're just gonna do the barbecue, and then that way we could just sit there and be grilling up all of the meats and just eating it as it comes, as it's heated up, right? It was so good. But I think also if it gets colder again, then the hot pot itself would be awesome because I just imagine how good that would be if it's chilly outside.
That's the only complaint I have though is if one of y'all, if like say with us, if anybody that orders it, you all have to eat. That way you don't share, which makes sense. Like because they wouldn't have put that in place unless they had that happen.
Right. Miss K is here. Hey, said hi everyone. Congrats on 200 episodes.
Now I do apologize. I'm gonna have to step off camera for a second to go load this in the dehydrator because we have a deadline for these. And it usually takes about a week to get these done. So I'm gonna go load these and I'll be right back.
Rickwood said, I also got a new batch of water kefir going. Ooh, it started a new batch of kombucha tea. Yum. My fridge is filled with drinks for a couple of weeks. That's awesome. What flavors are you doing for the water kefir and the kombucha tea? Are you going to do anything pumpkin inspired? Barely Begun said, just check the meat lasagna. Doesn't look like a bubble over, but it's because of the cookie sheet. Or you're right, Shelly. Right. It's every single time. Right. And let's see here. Oh, Keto Simple's here. Hey, Dustin said, hey, yo, I'm on my way to run errands. Oh, isn't that fun having a day to just run some stuff yesterday? And Renee's here. She said, hey, yo, Renee, what's up? And then Ashada said, okay, when you are having a nice relaxing Sunday, and then remember, and traps into the MS Live somewhat late. Well, I'm glad you're here. That's fine. What's going on? I'll be right back. I got that loaded and nature call. My lady laugh a lot. Hey, Andy said in and out. Just wanted to say hi. Hi, what's going on? I'll be right back. Keto Simple said, how hot is too hot for y'all? Are you talking spice heat? Well, then, if you're talking about spice level, tune in to this Friday night feast because I have something in the works because we have a special guest. And, sorry, they love spice as well. And I started creating something. That was one of the reasons I went to the farmer's market. And I have something in the fridge, marrying, getting ready for the Friday night feast. Oh, I can't wait, y'all. I took just a little taste of it yesterday, and my mouth was lit. And I was like, okay, that's good. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be, get ready to have your tissues ready, Renee. I'm just saying. Shada said, oh no, not popcorn talk. Plug it in my ears. Oh, I'm sorry. But it wasn't good.
So I did kind of give Dustin a little heads up on what we're doing on Friday.
Oh.
Give him a preview. But he's the only one. Just because I'm so proud of it. But y'all are really going to want to tune in. If y'all remember when we did our own Hot Ones challenge with the wings, this is going to be a little better than that.
Yeah.
I really think.
I'm sorry, Shauna. She goes, no more candy talk. I'm dying over here. Right? I'm sorry. Said, had a fun day yesterday with an old college friend. Nice. Oh, nice. Late lunch, walk by water, and coffee and ice cream. Not even a single cheat. Way to go. And I bet that coffee was freaking delicious. And what a way to get it out, walk, get you some natural vitamin D and everything, and some vitamin G, as Benazati says, by getting to be with your college friend.
Right. Now I kind of want ice cream.
Renee said, why not set a daily repeat time alert on your phone?
Because I already have 7 other ones. But yeah. Well, because what I could do, I have one they set for 6:30 every morning. It just says all caps, wake up. I can just add in there and take pills. Or whatever. I don't know.
Or set it like, what time do you normally eat breakfast?
7-ish.
So set an alarm at 7:30. Did you take your pills?
Right.
And then you could be like, oh yeah, I did. You know what I mean? Because that'll be after you normally eat, and then it'll be like your check.
Right.
Shauna said, I didn't even try to steal one of his French fries. Oh, wow. Look at you, Shauna. Look at, way to go. It's just, you know what? You were just so supercharged from KPO. And you're like, you know what? I'm making healthier choices for me each and every day. That's what I tell myself is I'm going to do my best today to make a healthy decisions for myself. And that's what I set out the day to do. And then when we do that, then I'm like, you know what? That's awesome. I made another healthy choice today.
Self-high five.
Yeah. Sometimes you need that. Keto Simple said, I'm an affiliate of Porky Good. If anyone is ever interested in trying them and you can't find them in stores near you, there you go. Go use Dustin's code if you need to order Porky Good online. 22Q Cat said, I don't go to Walmart often, and no, I never remember to look for Porky Good stuff there. My bad. I have to do that soon. Do you go in with the list? Are you a list person?
Yeah.
I try to be.
That's what led us to going out to eat dinner last night. Because she had a whole agenda yesterday where she was going to get this, that, and the other thing. And she put 95% of it on her list. The other items you did not, for whatever reason.
Yeah, sometimes I'm just lazy. I'm like, oh, I'll remember. And yeah, I don't.
It wasn't until she was on her way home that she noticed it. It's like she was almost here. I think she even pulled into the neighborhood.
I know.
Because we were chatting,
so
talking on the phone.
And I was like, I already had to go back to Aldi once. I am just done today.
I said, well, look, we got two ways of doing this. I can either go first thing Sunday morning, go get it, or we can go out. He goes, yeah, but if we go out, you're going to want to go out to eat. And I said, yeah, but we can get the prime rib.
I like all these, yeah, but.
Because I thought it was handy because the Saltgrass is right. I mean, something is within a couple of blocks of the Sam's we had to go to. So,
yeah, in fact, you can just go the back road to get to each other.
Yeah.
China said, KPOT, yes, make sure you pay attention to what you're ordering and coordinate. You end up with a lot of food.
What I did not like, though, honestly, I love shrimp, but they gave it to us raw, frozen, and shell on, head on. So it was a little difficult to
yeah, and I don't know which shrimp that was because we ordered 3 different shrimps. The garlic shrimp and the spicy shrimp were already shelled, deveined, all of that stuff.
Yeah, the one that I'm talking about was just shrimp.
Yeah, the one we had were just shrimp with head on and everything. I guess that was for the grill because since we were doing both, I kind of forgot when they delivered what was for the hot pot, what was for the barbecue grills, and we just kind of combined it all. But the waiter we had was really good because we told him it was our first time, and he said, okay. He's like, look, whatever meat you want to order, it'll be enough for both of you, so you don't have to each order pork belly, just one person order, and then it'll be enough to share it. It really was.
Well, you ended up trying to get an extra. I mean, you had the opportunity, we just didn't.
Yeah, we were like, okay, this is enough. We kind of probably booby trapped ourselves because at the end I was like, you better finish eating your soup. I don't be charged $20. You better eat it. And he's like, I'm trying. Shada said you don't need any oil to cook it. Okay. Well, I thought otherwise it stuck, but okay. Sharon said it's one or the other, hot pot or barbecue or combo. Right. You have 2 hours to eat as much as you want. No additional food charges unless you get drinks. Right. And I did get a hot green tea as I love really good green tea. But I was like, next time I wouldn't even get the green tea. It wasn't, I don't know. To me, it was not worth the $3. I think it was.
I left the light on.
I
want an ice cream.
But yeah, 2 hours, but we still were done way under 2 hours. Like you'd think at first we were like, gosh, that's not very long, but then honestly it is. And but ours had on there, if you have any leftovers, a charge of $20 would be applied, is how ours had it. So I don't know if that's universal.
You want one too? I'll get you one.
Well, then you're not having one tonight?
I didn't say that. This is the one I didn't have yesterday. Do you want one?
No.
It's a yes or no.
Dwayne TQ Cat said, hey, Shelly, how's Samantha doing these days? Just hadn't heard her name, and I keep forgetting to ask about her. Yeah, she's doing fine. We're just,
I got to show it off.
I just kind of am like I'm not trying to do a cut or anything. I'm just not feeling it, y'all. I don't feel like tracking. I feel like I tracked for so long, for like 5 years of solid tracking, where I'm just like, I just don't feel like tracking. And so she's just like, okay, well, when you're ready for a cut, then come to me. And then, but to do a cut successfully, you have to track everything. And I'm just not there yet.
What I love about her, it is kind of a hefty fee at the beginning, but she's lifetime.
Right.
As long as she's around, you're good.
Yeah. And so if I ever need to like talk to her or anything, then I can just chat her. And then again, when I'm ready to do a cut, then she'll be there to, help me through that and get me on track. I'm just not there yet, y'all. Just not ready to do a cut. Sharon said she had water. Yeah, that would save. And Shada said, I did too. Well, also laugh out loud. Laura S said, Coda needs to share his recipe. Yes, share it.
That's a good idea too.
And TQ Cat said, sounds like you will be on the fire Friday night. Spicy, laugh out loud. Yes.
Well, it's purpose driven because somebody, our esteemed guest, will be impressed with it, I believe.
Yeah.
And a little sneak peek about it a little bit. The spoiler, it's inspired by, I think, what we've had before at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
Yeah.
In Vegas. So that was at least 5 years ago?
No, that was like 11 years ago. That's how long we've been married.
Well, I remember it was pre-keto.
Yeah. It was either I think it was on our honeymoon.
Or
our anniversary.
That one.
Yeah.
Return trip. We went back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah. But this week's Warren Report, I do show some of the things that I got that will be used on Friday night. So you'll get to see that. But I have lots of neat ideas. I'm getting excited about it, y'all. And I hope it'll be a blast for everyone.
But it's going to be a little bit different, too. So we're going to be in another setting. So we're going to be actually in the dining room. And we won't be doing any, very much anyways, actual cooking for y'all. There's going to be a lot of hanging out. Because a lot of stuff needs to be prepared ahead of time.
Yeah.
For what we have planned.
Yeah. Like some of it I'm going to be making Thursday night. And then some of it, like when I normally get off work around 4:30. So I'll be making several of them before the live actually starts. And then we'll have it on the live. So yeah, it'll be good. So not really cooking, but more of a Halloween fear factor-ish. Right?
It's going to be a trick or treat.
Yeah, there we go.
Seriously.
Laura says, I have a game friend. I'm thinking about hiding my phone and AirPods so I don't miss the live. Aww. That'd be awesome. Rickman said, I put in a cup of apple cider and a gallon of kombucha tea. Ooh. Then I do a second ferment. It comes out really good that way. I don't do anything with the water kefir as I like the tang just fine as is. Ooh, so is it going to be kind of like an apple cider kombucha then?
Oh, I don't know.
It's going to have like that flavor. I've seen that type of kombucha in the stores too. I thought it was good. I don't think you're much of a fan of the apple flavor one.
Yeah, that's all right.
He's more into the tropicals. Shauna said, yeah, I don't like my food looking at me. Right? Well, we didn't know. We did not know they were head on.
See, that didn't bother me because I love crawfish. That's head on everything. But I know going in, I'm going to have to peel it.
Yeah.
This was a little off-putting in the fact that I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking at it didn't bother me. Just the fact that I had to get my hands dirty. Y'all know me and my gloves.
Right. Oh, Renee made a good point. She goes, I think if you're there with friends, it could go 2 hours. I feel like we've spent close to that at Brazilian.
Right.
That's true. Yeah. You could definitely hit the 2 hour mark. And there was most of the tables were group parties.
And the tables are already set up for groups of 6.
Mm-hmm.
And it just reminds me of that one skit or whatever. They're yelling at him at being a buffet. You've been here too long. You leave now. That's right what they're doing.
Oh, Renee said, dang, I hate that you're going to so much trouble. I don't think it's trouble. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, look, we look forward to the Friday Night Feast, and this gives it a theme. Like I said, too, it's going to be once we do it, you're going to love it.
I think also,
I mean, like I said, it's going to be a trick or treat.
What our thing is, Renee, you remember when we had the barbecue meetup before the cruise, and a lot of people were like, oh, you're doing a lot. I thoroughly enjoy doing that. Like, I'm not like an extroverted person at all. I feel very introverted, but I love hosting. Like, hosting a dinner party to me just sounds like so much fun. Like, I wish all of us were closer and we could have like a big dinner party and have, like 8 to 10 people here and have a dinner party and then I would have fun, on the like planning the whole menu for the night and then like arranging the tables so certain people are sitting in certain, like I get into all of that planning stuff. But I love to plan anything too. So
cooking is our love language too.
Yes. So believe me, it is not trouble to us. It's exciting. Like we're like, ooh, yay.
And one of our favorite things to do together is cook.
Yes.
And when when I redesigned our kitchen, we had that in mind.
Yes.
And in fact, a buddy of mine that I was working with at the time, we're doing cabinets together. That's how I met him. We were working on a crew together, and he's like getting on me, goes, dude, how long you been with this girl? Because I ain't been talking about you to him. He's like, you just rebuilding your house, then she's gonna throw you out or whatever. She's gonna get rid of you. I said, no, I'm in. And I don't talk to him anymore.
No.
And the girl that we met through, I was Facebook friends with her. I used to play poker with her and everything. We don't even talk to her anymore, really. I think I still follow her on Instagram, but I don't remember the last time I actually talked to her.
I don't know.
And when's the last time you talked to her?
Like never. I don't really.
Your acquaintances, not friends.
Yeah. Like she's very cliquish.
Yes. Yes, she was.
And I'm not a cliquish type person, Usually if I go somewhere and I see a whole bunch of people congregating, I look for the person kind of sitting off and I'll go and talk to them.
Right.
I figured they're probably cooler.
Usually.
But yeah, Laura said, I meant Friday. Okay, I thought you meant Friday. But that's awesome, though. You're going to be at the game and then be listening. That's so cute. But
it's like this morning, I messaged in on Dustin's, and on the way back, I said, I'm ear hustling on the way back from HEB.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's partly why I gave him the spoilers on it, too, because I told him, look, hey, the reason why I went early was getting stuff for this weekend.
I know, I'm so excited.
I am too.
And Renee said fear factor?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Like I said, it's going to be a trick or treat kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it, isn't it?
Yes. I'm really excited. I hope it turns out as good as I have it imagined in my head, y'all.
In fact, I showed him both thumbnails for it, and he said the same thing you did. That one won't fly. They're going to push it away.
Yeah.
So he goes, I don't know if you're going to get by with that.
Sharon said, shopping all put away. Time to get back to my weekend project. See everyone later. Good night,
when
Sharon.
You're working on projects. You're always doing something.
I know.
You're inspirational. Seriously.
And then what are you going to do after this? Go sit on the couch.
Well, yeah. I got to rest up for her. She ain't going to. I'm pulling up her dead weight. I'm doing it for you, Sharon.
Well, after this, then I need to get started on the MCT hot sauce.
Yeah.
And then we need to finish making the first batch of the Texas 5. Okay. And since that guy found you on Instagram for a while, he was posting a lot on Instagram. And then you kind of just slacked away.
Because I wasn't getting that much traction, honestly. Or if I was getting anything, it was scam stuff.
Yeah, but I said...
Or, hey, you should come over here. We'll promote your whatever if you pay us.
Right. But I was telling Heath, I said, I think what you did before is you would try to put a collage of photos. And I don't feel like people on Instagram want to see step by step. They just want to see the final project or the final, picture. So just
highlight.
Yeah. And just show that and then be like, oh, doing this. Or, tune into this video to see how I made this. Okay. You do that. But people I think on Instagram, because I read somewhere that different social media platforms are best for certain things. So if you're a social media influencer, then you want to change how you do on each format, on each platform.
Well, it was easier for me. Maybe I'm just lazy because I would post the same thing on all platforms because I was just lazy to click, copy paste and everything. But I was very active on there for a while until I started having problems with my eyes. When that happened, that's when I quit doing it. I just didn't get back to habit.
But I think that's the thing, though, is you don't want to do the same on all social media.
Because then you're the spammer.
Right. Well, not just that. It's you have to know your audience. And people on Instagram, they want to see a finished photo. People on Facebook might want to read a story or a meme or, like you could put your bloopers on Facebook and that would probably, grab people versus YouTube. That where you give more of your And see, that's what I think. And I told him since that guy found you off Instagram and he's ordering, you could probably get more clients that way by showing pictures of, hey, we made pulled pork, showing the pulled pork with our pork and poultry there, and just be really focusing on your spices and the different recipes you use them in.
Right on.
And I think that would grab a lot more people where they'd be like, oh, what's this? Especially if you're showing the MCD bottle a lot.
Right. That's true.
So that's what we think. How about y'all? So anything else that y'all want to talk about? We're coming up on almost an hour here. Looks like we just got a couple more minutes until an hour. So if there's anything else you want to talk about or have questions.
Or another thing I was talking about last week, or actually in the last Friday or whatever. What shows are we watching now?
Right? Oh, what was the show? We started, y'all, because I got an ad on Facebook for Goosebumps, the second season. And it has, is it David Schwimmer? Is that his first name is David? Yeah. David
Ross
Schwimmer.
On Friends.
Yeah, Ross from Friends is going to be on the second season of Goosebumps. Now, Goosebumps, I remember because I used to read R.L. Stine a lot, like as a young adult, I guess, or a young teen.
See, I thought it was a kid's thing.
Right, and I would read R.L. Stine, and then after R.L. started reading Kuntz, I liked his a lot, especially the, oh, shoot. I remember it's not one. Odd Thomas series. Oh my gosh, I love that series. But anyways, and I told him, I was like, oh, Goosebumps is kind of cute, especially this time of year, right, with the Halloween. And he was like, it's going to be kiddie, it's going to, since it's juvenile. A young adult, it's going to seem juvenile. And I said, when I read them, I didn't feel like they were juvenile, not like Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus to me, and I know if you're a fan, that's great. But to me, Hocus Pocus is very juvenile.
Yes, that's what I thought.
And so it's not my pick for Halloween movies, like one and done. I know some people watch Hocus Pocus every single year because it's just like their go-to Halloween. It is not for me. So I said, well, let's watch season 1 of Goosebumps because season 2 is coming out January 10th, the day after my birthday. Hint, hint. But anyways, and so we started watching the first season.
Where we have like 2 or 3 left.
Yeah, and he was like, "Whoa, this is not juvenile. Like this is like it's got
the standard show."
Yeah, it really is, and it's so good. And I feel like it does have some spookness to it, right? Like there's a few times where it's like kind of gotcha, right? And you get a little like, oh my gosh, I hope they survive, even though you know they're going to, but you're just like, oh,
you're invested.
Yes, you're invested in these characters. So we've been enjoying Goosebumps. Anybody else watch that? And I know there's a couple movies, but we haven't got to the movies. We're just watching the TV shows. And then I've heard another TV show that will probably start next is Rivals with David Tennant. Has anybody else watched Rivals yet? So I want Rivals, and then what the other one you also got, The Perfect Couple with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
That looks very entertaining as well. Has anybody watched?
Miniseries, only like 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? Has anybody watched any of those 3 shows?
And then also, I was telling them earlier too, that if the rumors are correct, there's going to be another season of Ted Lasso. That'll be exciting. That show was so good.
But here's some bittersweet.
Oh, yeah.
Good Omens. Did anybody else watch Good Omens? Also with David Tennant and Martin Sheen. They, or is that his name? But anyways.
Oh, it's Sheen.
No, it's not Sheen. What is it? It's something Martin. But anyways, they are going to have a third and final season, but here is the worst part. It is only one episode.
Are they just doing it as a movie?
Well, it's a 90-minute episode, but
then.
that's it, y'all. I'm really sad because I'm like, oh, Good Omens was such a good show, but because everything's going on with that creator, so they're just gonna do the third and final one.
If you want to know the story, you have to do some research.
Yeah.
We don't want to get into it today.
Oh, Renee asked, how's the fur kids? Oh, they're
Asleep
asleep on the couch, but they're doing well.
Yeah.
They're happy and go lucky and so sweet. Terry B said, haven't watched any of those, but did watch first 2 episodes of Matlock.
Oh, yeah. We saw the first one.
Yeah. She said, so good. Oh, I didn't know the second episode was out already.
I thought it came out like last week. Remember?
Oh.
I marked it on the calendar, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
My thing is when a show like that, I hate going week to week. So I'm gonna wait till the whole thing's done and then I'll go find it.
Yeah, apparently our anxiety can't wait.
That's why I haven't finished the last season of the one with oh crap, I've seen, but I can't remember his name now. Oh, it's a I can't remember the actor, the writer's name either.
But this is what happens to us too when we were watching Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's Justin Long. And then I'm like, oh, wait. The character Nora, where was she? Yes. She fitted something. And then you had to pause and then you got to look it up. You're like, oh, she was in Suits. And then there was
that's supposed to be coming out too. LA Suits. I'm excited about that.
Did anybody ever watch Suits?
That show was really good.
But
remember the cowboy one, Rip?
Yeah, Yellowstone.
Yes, that's why we haven't finished that last season because they haven't.
I know because they haven't finished it. Yeah.
That show was really good too.
Shauna said, "Nope, nothing remotely spooky. My mind is sensitive lately. I respect that, right?"
But that's also why we're leaning more towards comedies right now.
Yeah, well, other than the Goosebumps, that's to me that's a little spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not psychological spooky like some other shows, but it does if you're a little sensitive, then probably not. Yeah, but I'm excited to see the other ones though.
But I love TV and movies though.
Yeah, Shauna said, I find it ironic. Some of my favorite people ever are the biggest fans of all things Halloween, right?
Well, it's the yin and the yang.
Right? That's exactly right. We, what it is we absorb all of the spookiness that you would have to endure. We're enduring it for you.
Right.
But the Perfect Couple, I think, is kind of like a murder mystery from what I understand.
What's another one too, speaking of murder? Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, I know.
That's supposed to come back.
Yes. Oh
that's
my God. Really I think it's already
Martin
back.
Short. There's your Martin Short right there.
Yeah, that's Martin Short. But it's already back. People have already it's not done, but people have already started watching it.
I got you. I see what you're saying. But that's again, I want to wait till the season's over to go watch it.
Yes. Oh, and my work sister, she is watching The Bear.
That's a good one.
But what's
I've heard
funny,
there's another one coming to that too.
Yeah. What's funny though is when her and Kenny decided they were going to watch it the first time, they watched the first episode of season 2. And she was like, they were like, some of this doesn't make sense.
Right.
And then they realized after watching it, oh, we started on the wrong season.
Oops.
So she had been waiting to watch it with Kenny, but they never got time. So she was like, I'm just going to watch it myself. So she started watching it and she was like, it is so good. Oh my gosh, it is so good.
It really is.
And then she is like looking at the lead character. What's his real name? Jeremy something White? Jeremy Allen White or something? And she sent me a picture. She was like, dang, look at his biceps. She's like, I could never get biceps to look that good. I'm like, well, you're also not a 20-something-year-old man. So
nor do you have a personal trainer.
Right, exactly. Because that's what I've listened to some people, and they're like, yeah, that they are now gotten healthier and stuff because they looked at it as more of an investment to get a personal trainer to help them get healthier and make healthier decisions and know how to actually exercise correctly and how to exercise, which is stuff we're just simply not taught. Like, they don't teach you in school. They don't teach you anything really about nutrition. They taught me
how to do the square dance, though.
Right. They don't teach you anything finance-wise, and they don't teach you how to exercise. It's just kind of, you're just told, oh yeah, just do cardio, but you're not told like how to mix it all together and everything. And so that's why he was like, he was like a skinny young man, and he was like, I don't want to be like this skinny, nerdy looking kid. So he actually used money to have a personal trainer so that, and you can tell the difference. Like, he showed when he was like 18 in college versus now. And I'm like, you look like two different people, because he was like a string bean, and now he's not like buff, but he's
toned or whatever.
Yeah, he's gotten some muscle put on and gotten healthier and making healthier food choices, and so his complexion, everything looks better.
Or was it also all of 7th grade was Texas history?
Right, right. Shauna said, starting to get dressed, making an appearance at my mom's good friend's 80th birthday.
Oh, wow.
What the heck? She's not feeling well, so it's me and the octogenarian musicians.
Oh, wow.
And kind of looking forward to it. Well, that sounds like you'll have fun.
Yeah.
Way to go. That's great, Shauna. It's always so good to get out and be with people and have fun. And especially, I know how you like musicians and music and singing. So I'm sure you're going to have a blast.
I mean, it's always nice when you're going to spend time with family, unless it's like my family.
Right? Well, most of your family.
When Mom and
Zoe were here, we had fun. Yeah.
Well, there's some of them.
Well, right. Well, I was going to say, most of the ones you dreaded are
they don't make contact anyway, so.
Well, they're actually passed.
Well, that's true, too.
So.
But like I said, too, though, it's like there's a couple of them, though. I always say, sometimes the trash takes itself out.
Exactly. One way or another. Shauna said, some of them have known me all my life. Aw, that's so sweet.
That's awesome.
Aw. Well, I guess then we'll call it a day so we can get busy.
Chores.
He thinks he's going to sit on the couch, but he's not, y'all.
He's hide and watch.
No.
That couch misses me.
I don't think so.
It told me.
It said you got to get busy filling the containers of the 5 Spice.
Oh, that's right.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for tuning in for Heat's
200th episode. Yay. Confetti, fireworks, all that.
Wait, I wonder, can I even do that? Let's see. Let's see if I could add confetti and stuff. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. And if you saw the thumbnail for today, that's the garage door. And those are bat magnets we have for that. What's really cool when it's not in season, I think it's real handy since they're magnetic. I just throw them on the deep freeze so that it stays decorated all year round.
Oh, wow. So that's the most that I could do as far as like little action there. I don't see any other confetti type stuff.
Well, I think there's an option for it in Canva. When we make the thumbnails, it'll be like a little
thing. Where you can add it to the live is what I'm saying.
All right. Well, it's a little late to be adding it now, right?
Right. Well, ToyoTQ Cat said, have a great Halloween week, everyone. You too. And Renee said, have a great week. Well, talk to us soon, Renee. Barely Baguette said, have a good day, y'all. You too, Coda. And Rickwood said, enjoy your week. You as well. Everybody have an awesome week. We love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. And we can't wait to see you on Friday the 1st.
Right? It's November. It's going to be November 1st, but